guys, and welcome to the Tuesday stream where I play a little bit of Kerbal Space Program, and today I wish to have a look into some low gravity designs. I thought I'd got to click on the mission control there. That's good. That's great. I managed to avoid it. I want to make some stuff for the low G moons. There are small moons. There are small moons all over the system of Kerbal, and I want to make stuff that will go quite well on there. Let's go on a little bit of a tour. Yeah, white face. Why not? To just have a look around, see all the different places that are available to us. I'm not entirely sure what actually qualifies for the term low G, so we're going to go have a look. We're going to go see how long it takes for things to fall to the surface. I think that's the easy way to figure it out. Of course, to be able to do that, you know what? Let's do a quick revert spaceflight. We'll put a small little propulsion unit on the top of this. We'll go over to the vehicle assembly building. We'll pop down like that. I'll grab ourselves a small amount of monoprop. No, that's not a small amount of monoprop. This somewhere here is these are. Where's the small cylinder? One of these. That one. That's the one I'm after. All right, beautiful. And we'll connect ourselves up a whole bunch of these. We'll have some thruster blocks. I believe these ones to be the large ones. They are quite large. What about these ones? Yeah, beautiful. Okay, we'll go with the large ones just so we can have fine control. No, well, yeah, fine control. Well, let's call it that. And I also want to, onto the underside, have a few of these placed anywheres, and this should now give us full control in all directions. Perhaps if we grab some of these and pop them up here, it will also work for us. That's not quite what we want, is it? It'll work. It'll be fine. Okay, let's launch this out and let's go have a look. Which moons are we going to go check out first? Well, obviously, I know about Gilly. I know about Minmus. Is Ike a low gravity environment? We'll go check it out. We'll go see if we can fire against the pull of gravity with the RCS, and we'll count that as a good one. Hey, Darkfire Sky, how are you? Good? How you doing, mate? Small hydration break there. Okay, I'm going to Alt F12. We're going to go into the cheat menu. We're going to go set a position and let's have a look. So as I say, we know about Minmus. Minmus is a nice low gravity place, and we also know Ike. Ike's the first one we're going to go track. You just know. Where's the altitude? Let's call that 10. That this is going to be in the dark, right? Is it going to be in the dark? We're going to have to like jump around a little bit, try and find ourselves some daylight. Oh, we got daylight straight away. Beautiful. Well, the serendipity is on our side there. Can we pitch up to be... Ooh, let's press T. I didn't put any power on this. That might have been a bit of an oversight. Okay, it's looking good. Big questions. Can we use the RCS for the... Oh, yeah. All right, cool. This shouldn't be a problem at all then. If we just kind of point that way, it wasn't quite the direction we're going, but let's do it. Let's go for it. Okay, looking good. Pull it up. Yeah, I got this. Okay, I will indeed testify that Ike is a low gravity place, planetoid, a body in the solar system here. The Kerbal system? I don't know. We can argue about the name of this environment if you like. We do it quite often. So it's been a bit low on the launches this week. I've been trying to keep an eye on for space news, as I normally do, and there's not much to be reporting on this week. The Chinese Space Agency absolutely knocking it out, sending their astronauts off to their station. I can't remember the name of any of it. Tianghe or something like that. Okay, let's try and slow down. Wrong way, this way. All right, let's keep an eye. On the top right, we've got vertical speed, we've got horizontal speed. Let's see if we can't bring that horizontal speed down. Hey, Wise, how you doing, man? You speaking the DLC language. Cool. All about that. Horizontal speed coming down, vertical speed getting a little bit heavy, over 10 meters per second there. This, of course, going to run out of monoprop any moment. I think we can say goodbye to Jebediah at this point. We're going at about 40 meters per second. Is it going to be terminal? I don't know. We're going to find out though. But anyway, we're going to class... Yes, it's terminal. We're going to class Ike as a low gravity environment. All right, next one to check out. What have we got? I don't know about Moho. Is Moho heavy? Is Moho not? Does anybody know? All right, let's do that one. Ike, dual lathe. I think lathe's got pretty high gravity. Is Bop a small one? I think Bop's a small one. Let's go find out. I should have put a higher altitude. It's probably going to put me underground, and we've just got to watch it all just like spasm out. No, I think we're good. Let's go with 10 and let's set the position there. Okay, we seem to be a little bit on the night side, so I've learned to just take away the minus there. Is that right? Are we just going to be a little bit? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Okay, so we got something here. Let's go to the map and have a look at some of the information that we get given here. Does it actually give us any information about the moon we're on? It doesn't actually. That's unfortunate. I thought it did. Well, this is Bop. It's a small rock. It's a small rock around Jewel. We're on the wrong side of the sun to be able to see it properly. You see that little crescent there? That's Jewel. It's good fun. It's good fun. All right, we are landed here. We can pull ourselves upright just with the power of the SAS. That's pretty cool. And giving ourselves a little push. Okay, Bop is also another possible destination for our low G craft. All right, let's start working on some actual designs. So we're going to have a few things that we want to do here. Encoder overloaded. Please consider turning down the video bitrate. No, how dare you, sir? How dare you? I hear music. I don't see any pictures. Oh. Like there's stuff go... Ah, Kerbal's crashed. Wow, that's the first time it's done that in a long, long, long time. And it's still crashing. Well, how is everybody doing? Have people had good space weeks out there? I most definitely have had a fair space week. It's been the end of my sort of educational path. I've been getting back all my assignments and courseworks and stuff like that. I've been doing amazingly well myself. There's only one that I didn't get the top possible marks achievable, and even then I got quite good, so that's pretty good. Is this going to show you? All right, cool. We get to watch this little yellow line go across the bottom here all together. It's the most exciting part of the startup, so you know, get hype, get hyper. It should all be relatively quick. I remember back in the day when we started modding Kerbal for the first time, Module Manager was fresh and new, and it would have to load everything the first like the first time every time. It was slow. There was startups of over 5 minutes were not unheard of. It was quite a sad day. This every now and then they'll be like, this image contains mods, and I'm like, what mods? I don't see any mods. Is it the lighting effect? Have the lighting effects changed? Is that the mod you're talking about? Could be. Or is my hard drive going to make a personal protest at this point? It might do. It might do. These are always some of the worst parts where you just like sat there being like, what is it? Is it going to do it? Any moment now. Back on the loading screen. I've not seen the loading screen for the menu for a while as well. Is my computer really having a moment right now? Coming in with the most inspirational of tunes, though. I am all about it. All right, let's have a quick look at the stream health over here. Kerbal mover. Something that can move at least 2 Kerbals out at once. Maybe plus pilot, maybe including pilot, I'm not sure. But I want to do it with the power of the ion drive so that we can use the throttle to go up and down, and then also use the power of the RCS functions like we just were. So we'll combine both of those together. I want to get, like, I don't know, 3 of these knocked down. Do you reckon we can actually do something like this? There'll be a way of connecting, let's say, a small cubic octagonal strut on the top here. If we pop that down, we can then have, look at this, 2 axes of control. Isn't that amazing? I think it's pretty cool. This should hopefully be able to keep us upright and our roll steady. I wonder if we can actually put another one on there. We most definitely can, just to even it out, make them the same power. There it is. That's possible. All right, great. Like so. All right, cool. Want to try and get the balance somewhere close to right. Mate, is that in the middle? It's close to in the middle. So let's then pull this down and put that in the middle as well. All right, cool. We've got a thing to build from. We've got a thing to build from. So from here, I want to have a few of these. I mean, the problem with the RCS is the RCS most definitely runs out after a little bit. But if we use the ion drives correctly, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. I'm going to put 2 of these on the back here. I think actually, as well as that, I'm also going to have 1 of these, just to give a little bit of extra fuel, a little bit of extra oomph. Is that Yeah, I like that. I like that. We're going to go with that. There's this sort of weird, low-slung design here. I'm going to come into the engines, and we're going to go for a Dawn Electric on the back and one on the front, and we're going to see if we can even steer it on the low G planet. So can we have some snap, please? Thank you very much. Get that right down there. Pull this in and under. I kind of want to be able to stick it right underneath the center of mass, but of course that means that we're going to have to completely change the, not completely change the design, but change the design a bit, because at the moment we've got it mostly underneath these heavy bits, but of course these heavy bits won't be there when the fuel drains, and we're worried about that. I'm always worried about that. So if we move this one forwards to about here, can we make this more central? Is there a way of doing it without actually move? So I'm thinking about whether we can move either this xenon container or balance out the power of the two, because obviously this holds 405 and this holds 720, so that's 800 across those two versus the 700. So we actually want these to be slightly higher in the fuel priority than that one, and that should then balance the fuel load. Is that actually making sense? I hope that makes sense, because we're going to go with it. One thing that I do want to do though is actually move this to the front and move this one to the back. Maybe put something else with some weight to it to the back, but maybe not. Battery life would also be a consideration here. We don't have any way of powering it, though I think maybe just a single RTG will win out. Not really worried about part count or money right now. I'm sure at some point it will be a consideration, but not right now. Okay, I'm liking that. I think this is a nice compact tiny design. I kind of feel like I want the second one in there. Alright, we're going to do that. We're going to do it by moving this one back a little bit and then bringing another one into line. We'll be using the thrust overlay to try and bring the combined output of these two into line with the center of mass here. That's like that. Oh, it's close. It's already close. We just need to move this one back the tiniest amount. Like that, like that. That looks balanced. That looks balanced. Whether it's going to stay so superbly balanced, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I also feel like we need to put some more stuff up front, but until then we need a way for a Kerbal to ride. Can we get two on board? That's the real question. Looks like we can. Alright. We'll see if we can't tidy this up a little bit. The size comparison is quite a thing there. But I think we're getting close. I think we're getting close. Let's just call this 2 Kerbal transport. Let's try that. We probably want to put 2 low G in front of that, just so we can group all of these together this time. All right, beautiful, beautiful. I feel like we're missing just a few things. Well, I mean, not only are we missing stuff like the Place It Anywhere RCS, I feel like these are taking up too much room now. Okay, so let's take a few of these, double it out. Do you think that is in line with our center of mass? I've just taken it away. No. We can make it so, though, and I think, actually, if we are a little bit artistic here, we can... Oh, no. That's not what I want. Let's turn around here. We're going to make the nozzles look like they're coming out the back of the tanks. I really like that, actually. I really like... What I don't like is the disconnect between these two heights. Okay, that's also looking good. That's also looking good. I feel like we want to take this for a little bit of a test flight. Let's do it. Save crew. Who's going to be getting in here? We don't have anyone but the original 4, Corby and Lummy. All right, cool. We've got a pilot and a scientist. Obviously the people that you would send on an expedition like this fly. Okay, we'll try Minmus because we got the flats. Does anybody know the GPS coordinates of the flats? You know, the latitude and longitude. That would be pretty cool if it was a thing that we could get. I could go look on La Internet, but I think that... Oh! I always forget about the secondary colours. I always forget about the colours. Lumi got a bit of a camera issue here. Bit of a camera issue. Nothing to worry about too much though. Sits well on the floor. Does indeed sit well on the floor. All right, we're going to take this to, like I say, let's take it to Minmus. We've got the flats to worry about, to drive upon, not the sun. It's going to be the other way, isn't it? Gilly at the very end of the list there. That's interesting. Why does it always give us this same coordinate? Like, what is this coordinate on Kerbal? We'll have to try and figure it out at some point. Let's see what happens, what we get from here. Ooh. Position being set. It's darkness, though. It's darkness. Let's take that away and try again. Still darkness. Wasn't quite expecting that. Okay, let's go for 20. Set position. It worked on Ike, but it doesn't look like it's going to work here. That's a shame. Okay, well, I guess we're just intended to actually drive there then. That's a thing we can do. Did not put an RTG on here, as you can tell by the lack of electric charge. Oh no, there's always one problem somewhere along the line. How many RTGs do you think we're going to need to power both these engines here? Does it tell us anywhere? Let's go into the engines. Let's have a look. We need, if I click, hold it in place, propellants. Electric charge, 8.47 per second. So double that up to, or I mean, let's call it 18 charge per second. That would give us a little bit of a leeway as well. This gives us 0.8. There's a lot of those. We're going to need a lot of these. Okay, well, I mean, we can do a lot of those, but that's suddenly going to make us very heavy in the wrong place, right? I mean, have we already moved? Yeah, we've already moved the center of mass just by putting that singular one on there. I'm going to pull it back into the middle so that they line up like that. And then that's emergency power, right? That's emergency power. I guess the other thing we're going to do is to put some of these solar panels on, kind of almost like wings. Would that work? Would that work? How much do these actually give? They get 1.6 per second. That's still not a lot, is it? That's still not a lot. Do we actually need something like a giga solar array to 24 per second? I mean, that's too many. Is there an in between? 16, 1.6. There's not an in between. There's not an in between. That is a shame. 2.8 per second. That's huge. That is huge. Okay, well, I guess we're going to go with 2 of these 1x60s instead. Why not? Hey, why not? Is it going to be enough? I don't know. I mean, we're not going to be flying these at full power anyway, because I mean, if we did that, we'd just be taking off, right? And that's not my intention at the moment anyway. Let's get rid of these overlays again. That's not my intention at the moment. I would like these to stay very much on the planet that they are on. You know what? I'm going to take these away and put in the covered ones so that we can close them up afterwards. That would be nice. That would be nice. I don't know whether that's actually going to happen. You know, it's always nice to plan for every eventuality. I'm not sure I like the way that looks. I mean, it's the same charge as that way, right? Yeah, okay. Do I care that they cannot be retracted? Once the craft goes out, is that it? I think that might be it. All right, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Let's also grab another one of these and maybe put it. I'm going to put it the other way up. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's take that little. No. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. We want to have some actions. I definitely want to be able to toggle my solar panels on one of them. All right, that should be good. That should be good. Maybe also change the way the SAS works. No, I think we're good. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Okay, should we be able to actually power ourselves now? I hope so. Save it, launch it. Let's try it. Ooh, feeling dehydration today. It's been a weird day weather-wise. It's been horribly overcast and stuff, but still quite hot. Is this where we were? This is a totally different set of coordinates again. I don't like it. I'm just going to put 100 in there, see where we end up. Set position. Who knows where we end? Oh, it's brightness. That's good. It's in the bright. There's a bunch of stuff over there. Well, I guess we're going over to the bunch of stuff. Press 1. Let's also enable our engines here. I'm a little bit worried that we're going to touch the floor. I don't want to touch the floor. Look at my solar panels. Why would I? Ooh, want to touch the floor. Okay, we good? I think we might be good. these not connected somehow? Is there a problem here? Show me the fuel flow. Flame out. Electrical charge deprived. Why though? Why though? Doesn't have a fuel overlay, does it? That's a bit of a shame. That is a huge shame. Why does the fuel not go? The power not go from here to there? Is it literally a battery issue? I think it might actually literally be a battery issue. I think I've encountered this one before. All right, let's power. I guess I'm throwing one on each side just for balance. Oh no, of course, because that's actually the underside of the engines are attached to that. That's a bit of a shame because I would have liked to have put some sort of nose cone on it, but I think what I'm going to do is I just attach one of these here, one of these here. You can guarantee it's balanced because there's one underneath each engine, right? Is that not right? Is that not right? A little bit of a part clip there. It's not great, but it's all right. It works. Let's see if this works any better. Hey, another 3. How you doing, buddy? Hopefully this one works out. So we've just had a bit of a situation where, despite having solar panels, my ion engines weren't powering up. I think it's because we didn't have any batteries. Though we're about to go find out. Just slap 100 in there and a 10 in here. For some reason, doesn't matter how many times I change the numbers, they keep reverting back. But somehow remembers that I want to go to Mimbus. Inconsistent. All right, let's see. Are we going to have a flame out situation here? Go. All right, no. And already far too much power. We want to try and balance this out to be somewhere about neutral. I don't know what the maximum output from these is actually. Thrust 0.1 kilonewton. Sorry, 0.1 kilonewton. Let's press one of those. All right, great. Is that enough to lift us up? That is enough to lift us up. Okay, if I was to cut this off and bring this back down to I don't know, 20%. Is that enough to actually make this only just hover? I don't know. What is the thrust now? Let's have a look. 0. I mean, it's not going to actually give me anything less than 0.1, is it? Okay, let's point over there. We're going to press R. We're going to press H. Away we go. All right, let's turn this into surface. Yes. Your audio seems to be cutting out when loading in, as in it's cutting the front of my syllables off sometimes. Maybe my noise gate is a little overzealous. That could be a thing. Let's have a look at our vertical speed. We're going up vertically. Let's try and. I mean, I've got 0 on the go here. Okay, we need to bring this down. Okay, I could probably turn my noise gate down a little bit. Let's see if we can't make that a little less aggressive. We'll just let these guys float. We'll see what's going on here. Filters. See if I can't bring this right down to nothing. As in dead silent for a split second. Yeah. So sometimes my computer's a little bit too noisy, so I'm a bit aggressive on my noise gate. So if it's not as loud as I am right now, it will go completely quiet. That's more for when I'm recording than for when I'm streaming. I almost always anyway, put on headphones when streaming. Oh, look at that over there! Look at the sight of that. Hang about. Let's F2, F1. Oh, let's get that out of the way. Screenshot time, guys. All right, beautiful. Love it. Okay, so this is all right. It's a bit slow. I think we'll all agree on that. We could speed this up. I mean, let's have a look at our monoprop right now. But this is lacking a few things. Most notably, there is no way to refuel this. We could do with having maybe a small docking port on the front. Maybe we want to reconfigure the way we do these, because at the moment these are attached to the front and then turned down and into place. It might be a good idea to not have that. Though I'm also tempted to do one of these. We just kind of point down and go, all right, full blast, go. And it still actually does all right, speeding us up. And we got full electric flow. Doing okay, doing okay. You cleaned your keyboard. Oh man, no, there's nothing worse than cleaning keyboards. Honestly, I clean my keyboard every now and then. And I'm like, oh my god, how did I even shed this much hair? There's not this much hair on me. What is this? But you know, that's the thing. Or flakes of other things that we're not going to go into. Like, whoa. This is alright. This is alright. I feel like we could have a much more aggressive, like, burn towards situation. If I, like, point myself down here like this. Yeah, because I'm likely to eat through my monoprop really quickly, right? Really, really quickly. And I wonder if there's a way of separately assigning the engines to different action groups to turn on and off. It was general dirt, not so much hair. Okay, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I suppose everybody's keyboard's full of a different type of rubbish, right? Let's turn that off and full speed this way. So I reckon at some point we're going to have to be pointing downwards. Okay, this was a good first design. I mean, it was an alright first design. Let's have a look and see what our current trajectory is. Okay, we're going to go meet out... Oh, no, our friends are down there, aren't they? Okay, well, I mean, we can stop any moment. I can stop any moment I like. Maybe you're just shedding. I mean, maybe. Oh, look, it is literally there. Okay, stop. And go. Or stop, whichever one you want to say here. There's a thing down there. There's a thing down there. It's only one thing I notice. Okay. I really like this texture on Minmus at the moment. This is looking really tasty. Really tasty. I always like driving via the surface, even when I'm flying like this high over the surface, believe it or not. It gives me a direct way of knowing how fast that's going. Because like, if I go to target... Oh, no, we're close enough now within load range that it gives me the normal targeting speed. Sometimes, I mean, quite often, it'll give me the orbital speed instead, but I think that's actually to do with load range. If we actually get to about 3 kilometers... also, slightly overshot this. Get to 3 kilometers. Look, there's another one over there. And another one there. Okay, cool. It's hard to tell the difference between the surface and the orbital speed at the moment. Can we bring ourselves to a stop? I'd like to stop before... Like pistachio. Yeah, man, yeah. No, I'd like to stop and save these guys before we just absolutely... look, I don't know. Let's revert, actually. Whatever. Spaceplane hangout. Let's get out of there. So it's a good idea. Good idea. We could definitely do with... Widen it? Do we want to make a two-person wide thing? I think we do. All right, now 3. It's good to chat, man. Good to chat. All right, let's try this again. 2 Kerbal. I mean, we could keep that actually. Transport and just call it wide, right? Wide. And we'll save that. But I think actually no. We're gonna go again. We'll save it as that, but we'll come up with something better. So here's a 2 wide drone core. It's a terrible front of the craft, though, isn't it? I like this little guy. He's small. He's boxy. He does some beautiful things. It's the QBE cube. It's a great little guy for keeping you upright and in the right place. Okay, so we go for one of those and then maybe actually turn this. There's going to be a lot of part clipping going on during the course of this particular one, just so we can get everything looking nice. I mean, that's good enough. I kind of wanted to stick it just a little bit out the front like that. All right, cool. Whilst we're at it, another very, very important part of this particular process, of course, has to be the lighting. Can we stick one on each side of this as well? That would be pretty handy. Press a button that I didn't expect. All right, cool. There we go. That's looking good. I want to point this down thuswards a little bit, and of course it's the front lights, so we'll leave them on the white. Let's turn this on. Okay, it's got a blink function as well. I keep forgetting about that. But as you can see, there we go. The lights. If I grab this and move it around, the lights are actually movable on the craft. That's good. Okay, we've got some steerage going on that way, and I think with this we'll then pop down the 2 Kerbal seats, this guy and this guy. All right, cool. Wrong way around, but okay, we'll live with it. All right, this is looking good. This is looking good. We got ourselves a little craft wide enough to fit 2 Kerbals comfortably. I want to put in a whole bunch of. Let's have a look. Where are you? A whole bunch of ion propulsion, xenon, that's the word I'm looking for. But where will we stick it? Something like this. It'd be nice if we could double this out into 2 runs, and I think I know how to do so. If we connect that like this, and then once again just quickly start grabbing. If I do... Yeah. We're going to move 1/2 of the stack over this way, and you might be like, wait. You just moved both halves of the stack, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, technically I have, but if I come back to somewhere like this and press down the shift key, you get to move things in 3D space any way you want. You can bring these two much nicer into line like that. Oh man, I missed it. I didn't do it right. That one, and just one more further back. They're not going to stick to each other, I wonder why. Not line up with each other. I wonder why. There should be something that just happens almost automatically in the absolute frame of reference that they have here. I definitely did want to keep it down one like that. Let's once again try. If all else fails, I'll turn off the grid snap and just line them up by eye. Yeah, no, all right, we're going to be lining this up by eye. Fair enough. If that's the way it is, that is the way it is. We might end up having a little bit of an induced roll in our craft, but I think that's probably pretty good. I don't know, is it? I don't know. Let's bring the middle line to the middle of my screen here. I feel like this one's still a little bit far back. Let's grab that, see what we can do. These very fine adjustments sometimes mean the difference between having a craft that drives like a dream and having one that just spins out when you so much as sneeze at it. Okay, so we'll put one Dawn propulsive engine there, and we're going to stick this one on the side, and we're going to try... I've got a feeling if we are not careful, we could end up with a dolphin drive that flops around all over the place. It shouldn't be too difficult to avoid. We just know that a little bit of space tape helps there. Okay, do those look good? Do they look like they are perfectly lined up? They're looking pretty good. Okay, so last time I used the RCS to try and give myself forward propulsion. I think this time will actually work out better is if we use the RCS to lift ourselves up. So, ooh, that's big. Let's try a couple of these small ones instead. As much as I do like large, just notice, look, this guy needs to come over a little bit more in the left-right direction. Who knows if that's going to put stuff out of line for me. Oh, it definitely is going to affect my engine placement, but that's okay. Hey, Cyber Otaku, how are you doing, buddy? Just quickly trying to make some low G craft here. All about the low Gs. Okay, beautiful. I was thinking of more practical craft as I was coming up with this concept, but it turns out that at the moment all we're doing is making a whole series of like just individual Kerbal craft, like moving people from one base to another. Am I actually going to do this? I'm very tempted to. Let's stick onto that. It's a lot of monoprop though. Like too much. I think we'll just... Is these too big? No, these will be fine. Let's try and make these somehow look like they belong on this craft. I'm not sure if that's a possibility though. They do kind of stick out a little bit funny. How about backing? Oh, look at that! It's backing for the Kerbal seats. All about it. Let's pull this out a little bit. There we go. That even actually kind of look like they belong to them now. Are we going to go for a test flight? I think we're at the point where we can... Oh, power. We don't have power. That's a thing that we need to work on. If I put these... okay, we don't want to have them symmetry out. Okay, something like this. I don't know whether this is going to be able to actually sort of, settle down and land on these thrusters, but we'll see. I like the way that it snugs into that tiny little space there, this almost little recess that it's got set up for itself. Okay, that's nice. I almost feel again like we need to have something to support the underside here. Let's have a quick look inside here. Just like a skid pad or something. Like the hard point's going to be huge, right? No, it's not. Okay, that's almost exactly what we need. Oh, actually, kind of gives it a cool, funky little look. I'm all about those cool and funky little looks. Do you reckon this will balance? I think this will balance. I think this is a much better craft all in all. We still don't have any power systems on there. Let's quickly do that one. Electrical. We've been finding out that maybe the RTGs are not amazing. Fuel cells. I've not put any liquids on there. I've not put battery on there. Lack of batteries are big problems. Let's see. We can attach a battery to the front here. It looks pretty silly. Can we just slide it to the back somehow though? I'm not above part clipping. Definitely not. What about something like this? I mean, it looks kind of silly. All right, let's just disappear it into the machine. Let's just be like, thank you, battery. Thank you for your service. We're gonna hide you away in the backgrounds now, so nobody has to think about you anymore. Okay, so this is low G to Kerbal transport wide. Okay, type, ready. Okay, swap those up. Let's go. Let's save it. Let's go. Get out of here. Let's go test this thing. Let's see if we can get some explosions going. Probably not. This is all quite slow velocity stuff. Though hopefully this will be able to do better than the last one. It might take a little while to get up to speed. I think we're going to go to Gilly this time. Did I not? There's a problem here with this. There's a problem here. We've got no Kerbals on board. Revert to spaceplane hangar. I do wonder what the fastest controllable orbit on Gilly is. Let's put you there and you there, right? That's the way we want to be. Something like that. Great. Ooh, loading screens. I've been in and out already quite a lot of the game zone. Who knows how long it's going to last? It might just decide that it really wants to like break down during a load at some point. All right, this looks a little bit more capable. I haven't strutted up. It was one of the first things I said I needed to do was put some struts in there, but I didn't do it. Okay, that's no problem. All right, let's go. We've got Minmus lined up, but let's try Gilly this time. I have no idea whether we're in the sun or not. We're going to find out. Altitude is far too low. Let's quickly swap that around. Looks like that, no, we've not got any daylight here. Let's go for 100, see what happens then. All right, beautiful. We got light. We've also got, wow. That is quite the cliff in front of us. There is quite the cliff. Okay, I'm going to turn on my SAS. We're going to go for surface. We're going to observe how slowly we fall on Gilly. Look at this. This is somewhat painful. Going to open up. I'm sure I said something about putting power onto this. Well, we got no possible. Oh, look, it's bouncing. It's bouncing. No possible ways of actually. Look at this. Ooh. We got battery, haven't we? We've got battery. That's not going to last very long, though. We've got half electric charge, but with no way of replenishing it. We can do some backflips, though. That's fun, right? If only there was some sort of kinetic charger on board, some way of doing flips and an amazing oneness, and it would just be like, yeah, we're gonna take that and we're gonna turn it into power. That would be pretty cool. Almost Tony Hawk's multiplier, right? That'd be amazing. Okay, so let's think about how we're going to get some power onto here. With struts as well, but power is very, very important. I guess we're gonna go with these like this. Have I gone around the wrong parts though? That's the problem with that. Can we actually get you on here? There we go, like this, and then using the power of more part clipping, we should be able to get it into the area that we want it to be in, which is back here. All right, cool. Are we going to stick another set on? I think we are going to stick another set on. Yes, maybe vertically, maybe a set of these ones, 3x2s, and then we can have like two layouts depending on which way it's pointing. I like that. Okay, let's give it a go. We're going to go to the custom one. We're going to click our way through and toggle all the solar panels. All right, cool. That's one of the problems with the lack of symmetry is the way you have to set these up twice. And then finally, of course, a bit of struts. Can we set up a symmetry? Not really like that. How about, yeah, just off the side like this, and then, yeah, let's cross them over. Can we just cross them over? It's probably not the best, I think. It's probably not the best. We'll try and aim for the front there, and whatever it tacks onto, it tacks onto. All right, great. We'll take that. Okay, let's launch it. Let's go see what we got. Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Currently working on low gravity transport solutions for Kerbals going from base to base on low G moons. What's your favourite low G moon? So far, we've got Minmus, Bop, Ike, and Gilly. If you'd like to go see another one, do let me know. Do let me know. Let's just get this here. Can I? No. Now that it's here, I wanted to take this off the staging. Look at what's going on here. I mean, I'm kind of about it, but look at that. Look at that. All right, F12. Excuse me, screenshot what? We're going to say 10 here. We're going to say 100 here. I'm going to set position. Of course, how to attach this to a spacecraft might be another challenge all in and of itself. I could definitely see me making some sort of fold-up structure to go around it. Let's press 1. So that all of these fold out. I don't like the way that goes that way. Next time we will spin these around and have them going in the other direction. But all in all, it's looking good. Let's press go on the engines back there, and go we will. Okay, can we sustain full blast? No, most definitely not. Most definitely not. That said, though, this might be too much for Gilly. Have we already left orbit? Let's have a look. Let's get down here. No, we've not already left orbit, but man, it's already pretty serious. It's pretty serious speed. What we got over there? Is that Kerbin? Okay, and that's Eve down that way. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is nice, but I think Gilly might be a little bit too slow. We're very sedately travelling along like this. We managed to get our power back, so we'll get up. Let's see if we can't get ourselves in some sort of orbital system. I think. Oh, there we go. I think we might be there. Do you guys? Let's set the camera right again. Okay, that's cool. No, I don't want orbit. I want surface. Thanks very much. All right, cool. One thing I will tell you is because of how low that mountain is, at some point when we swing all the way around, we are going to have some problems. Look at that vertical speed. I think we are fully, or we're not fully in orbit yet, but we're close to it. We're close to it. Is this where I want to push a little bit? A little bit more. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Look at the way it's kind of swinging. What's that about? Are we burning? No, I don't know why suddenly we got a little bit of physics easing in process. I don't know what that is. Hey Hunter, how you doing? Welcome to the, I don't know if this is the smallest craft we've made, but it's definitely on there. It's definitely on there. Okay, I'm going to go to surface. We're going to slow ourselves down. I did not see that thing over there. I don't know what it is. We're going to go, well, I kind of know what it is, but we didn't set ourselves up to go visit it, but now I am going to go set myself up to go visit it, because look at it, it's the Diplo Science bot. I remember this. Okay, so we're bringing ourselves down to a very slow speed relative to the craft, and then I'll point myself towards them and go. Maybe a little up. Let's make sure we're not ploughing straight into the side of the mountain here, although it's a bit hard on Gilly. Gilly is, I mean, I'm going to say 80% mountain. At which point do you reckon this is not a mountainous environment? Look, this lumpy bit here is just one great big mountain. This one is like a mountain in two directions. This is also mountain. I honestly don't like. I think we can say this bit's a valley, but almost everywhere, like, this is a mountain of some description. It's all mountainous. Mountains all the way down, my friends. Mountains all the way down. Okay, so let's try like this. Is there a way of getting there very, very fast, but without... I mean, that's kind of going to do, right? Well, 35 meters per second. The heady heights, the ludicrous speed kicks us out of orbit. So I wonder whether this craft could safely go from Midmus orbit down to Eve orbit and back again. Do you think that's a thing that can happen? I'm almost certain, given the amount of fuel we haven't burnt, almost certain. Just turned on the engine in the game. Guess what? You're in orbit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Welcome to Gilly. Welcome to Gilly. That said, should we try some other low gravity places? Let's go see if Ike is any better. Oh, no, not that one. This one. Okay, cool. Active vessel is easy. Oh, yeah, whatever. Pool, Dres, Elu, Sun. I mean, where are we going here? Where are we going? Ike. Let's try Ike. Stop. Set position. Okay, this looks like no good. It's darkness. Darkness everywhere. So we put a minus in front of that, see what happens. Yeah, brightness everywhere. Physics season in process. I mean, are we just gonna wait for us to land? I don't think we're gonna wait for me to land, to be honest with you. I just don't think. Target, wow. The target's not on this place anymore. What? How dare you? Okay, let's have a look. Let's go visit Ike's North Pole. Does that Ike's North Pole sound like a place to go? Ike's North Pole. So already we seem to be doing okay. The physics easing not so great. I'm watching it happen up there. I don't think it's going to put me down anytime soon. So let's change this. I don't know, to a 10. Does that work? Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's change this to a 5. Okay, it's close enough for me not to want to change it down any lower. All right, cool. We're gonna touch down. Are you ready? Are you ready? Gonna break my solar panels. All right, cool. We're good. So now I want to go R, and I want to go up. Yes. Oh, functionality works as intended. Oh, it's always a good day. Always a good day. All right, then we're just gonna fly forwards, right? Full pelt. Go. All right, do we have what it takes to actually take off on Ike? I think we do. Though it's going to take a little bit of going. It's a good job we found ourselves on top of a mountain, because we're going to use the slope going down the mountain to try. Oh no, we're out of power. We're out of electric power, guys. We're out of electric power. Okay, RCS, go. Gonna pull ourselves up more. Okay, so can we do that? Is that giving us more electric power? Probably not. Okay, so the problem with going north, I've realised my folly now. The problem with going north is, of course, it faces you almost directly away from the sun, which is probably not the thing you want to do, right? It's probably not the thing you want to do. The fact that we're managing to fly like this is remarkable. I am amazed, but this needs more power. This needs more power. Let's figure out what we've got going here. This, of course, sun exposure, energy flow. Wow. Okay, so we can get it up a little bit more. We are going to crash into the surface. Let's just point upwards. What can go wrong with just pointing upwards? Okay, more RCS. Oh, it's panic stations. Is it going to give us... So, this seems to be just on the very edge of Ike capable. If we could get more power on here, it would be Ike capable. Oh, man, look at that. The view going on up there. Oh, man, I am so enamored with that. Still not able to get up to the speeds we need to get up to. Let's have a look on the map. How are we doing? Pitiful. It's not even. Okay, let's bring this in for a stop, if we can. I mean, wish me luck, guys. You know what? I'm going to do it via the power of the RCS. We're going to turn around. Press the right buttons, does help. Okay, there we go. I've managed to save myself. Whoa, I had a moment of panic there. I was like, I don't think I know what buttons I'm pressing. But it's okay. We got there. We got there in the end. It was a little bit hairy, a little bit touch and go. I don't want to really be pushing myself upwards anymore. I feel like this RCS would have definitely put me in... Oh, no, we're done for. It's all over. Okay, so the RCS definitely for last-minute manoeuvring. It's the ion drive that really needs to pick up its game. Mostly that's going to happen through the application of more solar panels, I think. Do you think we can sit the big ones on here? Is that too much? Should we give it a go? Splash. Synchronized fooling. Help us. That's amazing. Corbury going further than whoever it is over here, the Lumi. Okay, that's cool. All right, let's revert this back to space playing out. The bigger one, bigger. Get rid of that. Bigger power. More power. All the power. Will this even sit? It will sit. All right, I'm about it. It's not going to sit like that, though. It's onto this. That's how we did it last time. So it went round something that actually spans the whole craft. If we can get it on something that spans the whole craft. I just want to attach it. There we go. Right, that's how I want to attach it. Thank you very much. We're going to spin this round like so. Press the C to get the angle grid. Okay, that's cool. And very similar. Gonna use the angle snap to put this where I want. All right, does that look good? Does that look like something that might function? I feel like maybe they're a little too big. Maybe we should lengthen the engine pods here. But let's give it a go. Wide L. We're just gonna keep putting more appendices on this as we go. Let's also extend solar panels on number one. Thank you very much. That both sets? That is both sets. All right, cool. Save it. Launch it. Go! Okay, so Ike is the challenge place. Let's try and make this work for Ike. What is the gravities of Ike? I don't know. Can we... down here somewhere. That's Ike, KSP. Small caffeine break. Okay, let's have a look here. It's gonna have a gravity somewhere, right? Surface gravity, 1.1 meters per second. Almost exactly a eighth of ours. Oh, I didn't swap these around. That was something I wanted to do. Let's go do that. Aesthetics are very important, you know. Aesthetics are very, very important. Okay, let's get back inside. 3, if you could, please. Spin it. Oh man, we've only got control of each one. Let's do it again. Spin it. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. One thing that I do want to try at some point is getting a whole selection of asteroids and putting them in orbit around Gilly. I think it would be fun. I think it would be very fun. Oh wait, we're going to go with Ike, right? We're going to go with Ike. 105. I thought this was daytime here. Was I wrong? I might have been wrong. Minus 100. Let's try that instead. Okay, much better. Much nicer. Let's let the physics easing put us down on the floor, and we'll see what can happen here. Now, I've got to say, one of the best ways I've actually found of moving around the low-G environment might actually be by the power of the robotics. So we'll give that a go in a moment. I'm just going to do a quick front flip. This is what reminded me, because this is sometimes the best way of moving. Turns out that my coordination was not up to scratch that time. I would like to extend this one and extend this one just so we can get a little bit of... I said that front hard place go. A little bit of power going for me to open that up. I got a feeling we're going to have some issues though. Maybe we're going to be using RCS to get properly up to speed. Okay, go. Just to get us over this little rock that's up in front of us here, and then hopefully, okay, so something like that should be fine. Turn the RCS back off. Do we have the power flow that is needed? Yes, we've got the power flow that is needed. All right, I love it. We can do this now. Let's try and turn the direction of travel over to actual north. And yeah, whilst we're building speed and have thrust, we should be able to keep ourselves above the surface, ideally. Can we angle up a bit more? Yeah, there we go. This is the angle where I build vertical speed and build horizontal speed. There's no stopping me now. We're going to Ike's pole. It's a thing. Am I going to be able to get up to Ike orbital speed? I don't know. Maybe. I'm also wondering whether this would be better with possibly some wheels under it, but I don't know. We'll start with this. I think once we've got this nailed, which I think we can. Oh, hey, what did C do there? What's C doing? C is doing a weird thing, and I don't know what it's doing. Okay. We'll think about how to move ore from one camp to another using the power, using this propulsion system. I think. I think this will be fine. If we could get some sort of like. These guys do not look convinced. They're like, I don't know, Twitchi. Is it really worth it? Are we gonna actually get up to orbital speed here? The real question, of course, is not do we get up to orbital speed, but can we slow ourselves down in a convincing manner afterwards? Can we slow ourselves down without actually like slamming into the floor? That's a question. More importantly, where's my flight trajectory? What's going on here? Are we so close to the surface of the planet that the map's like, nah, bruv, you ain't flying. What? Yeah, look at this situation. Landed. I disagree. Landed? What? When your spacecraft's so terrible, the game's like, no. That's fun. That's fun, I suppose. I mean, do rovers count as landed when they're driving over the surface? Is that a thing? I don't know. I tell you what else I missed out on here was putting some red lights on the rear of it. That would have been great. Okay, so our vertical speed is just kind of holding where we're at. In fact, it is still building. This is cool. Are we going to have any beautiful sightseeing things to spot on? Oh man, there's debris over there. I left debris behind. Would you believe it? But are we going to have any wonderful sightseeing things to spot on Ike? I don't know. I'm not sure if there's anything wonderful to see on Ike. Are there any Easter eggs? I've not found any. I'm sure there are loads. Let's whilst these guys are flying, I'm going to quickly have a look on the. It's been removed. There used to be something in orbit of Ike, but not anymore. That's a shame. That's a shame. Okay, we seem to be getting up to quite the height here. Periapsis not quite coming out of the surface of the planet yet, but we are definitely building up more of my apoapsis. That's cool. That's cool. You almost want to fly it like a plane. You know, you turn and you pull up, but that's not how that's going to work. There is no lift being generated here. Just forward propulsion. Just forward propulsion. Okay, are we even got? I think there might be a glitch. I want to know when my my orbit takes us all the way up to the surface of the pole, but I don't know. I feel like we're almost actually into orbit. It's very close. 88 kilometers to go on the Periaps. We are starting to pick up considerable speed. Like, we've just been accelerating here. I have no idea what speed we've been accelerating at. Is there any way to know? Any way to know at all? I mean, if we plot enough of these, we could take a derivative, but that sounds like a lot of work. Sounds like a lot of work. So we're in orbit. What's my surface speed at? Okay, this is good. This is really good. Let's try and bring this down. Vertical speed is still 10 meters, 9 meters. Am I going to be able to keep it in the positive? I mean, the thing is, no, I'm not going to be able to keep it in the positive because of the way orbits work. Totally not the way orbits work. Okay, let's just see what can happen here. Seems to have found a very nice low point to come through. Could you imagine if we were like just over there? We'd be plowing through the side of the mountain at that particular time. Okay, I'm wondering whether there's a way of jumping us to a different planet without losing our speed and stuff, but no, of course not, because it's a completely different frame of reference. That said, look at this. We are just about to make a circular orbit. I'm going to say like 10k on each is probably fine, but who actually knows? I don't know the height of Ike's tallest mountain. There's normally a topology. The tallest points are 12.75 kilometers. All right, that's fine. We'll 12.75 kilometers our way into safety here. That's a 10 kilometer apoapse. There's a 12.8. That's safe. That's safe. Still not telling me I'm in orbit. It's still not. It still reckons I'm landed. This is most disappointing. This mostly actually isn't telling me where my apoapse is. Cannot I walk faster than 0.1? I beg your pardon. Let's get some physics warp on the go then instead. The biggest problem that I am envisioning right now is the fact that it's going to take 14 minutes to get to our apoapsis. Are we going to be in nighttime then? Is that a thing? Ooh. Maybe we went a little bit fast there. I was like, yeah, I'll just give it a little tap to orientate ourselves. But we're at 4 times speed, so that crazy things happen. So, Juna is one planet further away from the sun, from Kerbal, than Kerbin is. What's the next one out? Let's. Ooh. Can we zoom, please? Can we zoom? So there's Ike. All right, cool. Ike and Juna. Drez, I suppose, is the next one out. Do you reckon this will fly on Drez? I kind of don't. If I'm to be honest, I don't think this has got what it takes to fly on Drez. It just really doesn't have the beans. Can we fold everything away? All right, we're going to fold everything away. This is almost definitely succeeding here, and I can only succeed for so long. So let's move on to Drez. I think Drez is just too heavy. I think Drez is just like a full-blown planet, right? Full-blown planet. Oh man, so full-blown that we can't actually see anything. Okay, let's stop the physics easing. Let's press F1. Let's go. Okay, power problems. Power problems mean we can't fly. All right, that's cool. I kind of thought. RCS doing the job though. Okay, that's all our RCS gone, is it? Pretty much. We're about halfway through our RCS. There's no way we're going to get enough power like this. So, let's see what the power flow is. 0.9. Okay, I mean, yeah, kind of. Do you reckon there's a better bit of Drez we can go look at? Because we're not quite underneath the sun, but at the same time, it's like just over there. We've got as much light as we're going to get, right? That's very, very evident, I think. So Drez, not really a winner. That's a shame. I don't know what the gravity on Drez is. Let's type this in here. They're probably going to watch these guys slam into the floor whilst I search this up, but that's okay. I think we can live with it. I think we can live. Drez, yeah, cool. Okay. 1.1 same as Ike. I kind of disagree. Okay, so it must be the power issue. Oh, let's also turn the lights off. I got a feeling that's not going to help that much. Oh. Well. Shame we couldn't see the surface. Oh, what's this? What's this? It's a thing. It's a thing. All right, cool. Let's revert back to space power. So we can't do Drez, can't do we can do Ike. That's weird. That's weird that we can do Ike but not Drez. I suppose that is almost entirely down to power. Okay, so as we were saying, we're going to pull this out. We're going to get some sort of some sort of ore transport. So if we come down here, this guy. We want to be able to move this around from our mining rigs on the surface of the low G planets up to at least orbital velocities, right? And the way I'm going to do that is, of course, using the power of the ion drives. And now, yeah, I think we are, actually. I think we are. I was about to make some sort of statement about how we're actually probably going to use something else, but no, it's totally ion drives. Are we going to also attach a remote guidance unit to it? Okay. Is this... We don't actually want to be moving ore, do we? What we want to be moving is actual fuel. So, say a 1.8 tank, because they're slightly bigger than the... So here's a 1.8 tank. It holds 810 fuel and near enough 1,000 oxidizer, as opposed to this tank, which is the largest 1.2, which holds 300 and 400. So we got over double. So let's do that. Now, can we actually make this graceful? That's the question. Can we make it graceful? I'm going to start with the remote guidance unit on the front here, and then we will probably want a docking port as well, just so it goes from one place to another. Junior, thanks for it. You know what? Just use that one. There we go. It's all not. Why aren't you attach? There we go. Do we have a 1.8 to 1.2 meter adapter? I think it's in the structural somewhere. That's not the one. Is it you? No. It's hard to find the right one sometimes, especially with all the making history parts. Maybe it's a fuel tank is the one I'm looking for, something like that to that. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's exactly what I wanted. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Well, I'm going to use this end adapter to do something similar on the back. Now, we need to get a structural piece of some description to attach all of the tanks that I want to attach to. I would like something that looks somewhat, I mean, can we, somewhat natural. The hard points. Where's the hard points? I like hard points. These don't get used enough in my game, and I use them everywhere. So maybe they actually do. Let's go for how do we want to do this? Do we want to have completely radial, or do we want to have more like this? I think we're going to go more like this, where it's paired groupings. Bring this up one more. Is that black and black? Yeah. That's the way. That way it leaves kind of like a flat bottom and top to be attached to. I was kind of expecting this hard point to have a connector on it. Okay, fair enough, if that's the way. Can we attach the structural tube to it? Structural tube's too big anyway. That wasn't really what I wanted. Is that 1.2? Is that do we have a 6? Do we have a 6 anywhere? We don't. How am I going to force this to attach in the right place? That's a real question here. Every now and then I run into what I think is going to be an easy game decision, and then it turns out to not be. Alright, we'll use the octagonals as they have the attachment point that I'm after. We'll turn them sideways, and we'll somehow make them disappear into the structure of what we're building here. I'm very tempted to actually build it just once and then copy it out, but it's okay. It's okay. If I do this and then pull this in, if I can, if I actually have the dexterity to do what I want. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can we focus in on that part? It's just a little bit clipped in beyond what I like. Something like that. Okay, that's cool. What's each one attached to here? I feel like they may be attached to different things. Can I get in? Well, I don't know. We'll just accept it. It's fine. It's fine. I am noticing that maybe actually what I wanted to do was put this over the other side. Let's get rid of this one here and copy this out a fair few times. Something like that. Yeah. Then we can attach this to the back here, grab these hard points if I can, and then what we're going to do is stick them on this side as soon as I figure out how to rotate things in the direction I want to. That and this. Alright, beautiful. Do these look like they're in line with each other? Roughly. Okay, are these going to be able to take off? I hope so. I hope so. Are they actually in line with each other? I feel like we've got a bit of a slant on the go. But we'll take it. Let's put some low-tech gearage on here. Is there a way of just throwing one of these and then maybe a couple of these? And let's see if we can't bounce our way off of whichever moon takes our fancy. Let's go with... Are we facing forward? No, we're facing directly sideways. That's not good. Swing this around. Here, okay, that's looking pretty good. I like it. We will go for. I mean, Ike is the quintessential "can we do it" mission. So we're gonna see if we can do it. Electric. That's the next big thing. The next big thing is electricity, which is obviously going to be one of these big ones. Hi, how you doing? Can we fit that just in there? Will that work like that? I sure do hope so. And we'll have backup power just in case I take it into my head to close the big ones at any point. It's happened in the past, and it could happen in the future. That'll be like, oh, let's just tidy this up, and then the robot dies, and that's no good. That's no good. I want smaller than that. Where's the small nose cone? Small nose cone. There it is. Right, beautiful. All right, let's give this thing its first proper test. If we can get this in the right place. Why do you keep trying to attach to the side there? If I'd known that this nose cone could attach there, I would have used that rather than the hard points. In fact, where are the hard points? They just kind of disappeared in amongst it all. Okay, that's fine. Fuel tanker. Fuel? Yeah, that way around. Save, launch. Does it have the oomph? Does it have what it takes? I think yes. Soon as the load happens, I think yes. All right, this is looking good. This is looking good. Alt F12. We're gonna go to anywhere on Ike that we fancy. Gilly was right there, but whatever. Ike. There we go. Is this gonna be too low? Probably gonna be too low. Big bounce. It does a backflip. There we go. Ah, this doesn't have SAS units on it. I mean, that was nearly a good backflip if it had any actual control on it. Okay, so we've learnt our first mistake. There's always one somewhere along the line. Graceful, though. Graceful. I'm always drawn about whether, like, in two directions, about whether just to let these guys go or to just go fix it. I'm liking the way it's tumbling, so we're gonna just let this tumble. We're gonna see where it ends up. I mean, are we gonna smash into that boulder down there? Is it gonna pick up enough speed to actually be able to damage itself? I don't know. We're traveling at 2 meters per second. Now we're going on the wheels, so maybe we'll pick up a little bit more speed. 2.5. Of course, the impact damage for most of this is over like 4 meters per second or something like that. So it's quite possible that we do get there, particularly on things like this small nose cone. Look at the way it's taking the full brunt of the physics there. But I think actually we're slowing down now. Yeah, we're slowing down now. All right, let's revert this. I was hoping for explosions. I'm sorry, guys. I tried. Well, I mean, I didn't try very hard. There was just an accident going on, and I waited around to see what would happen. Okay, let's go. Inline reaction wheel there. Inline reaction wheel there. Okay, this should hold it a little bit more stable, but of course that is right up the front, and right at the front is only going to do so much. Can we, do you reckon, put one? I mean, yes, there, but in this orientation, and then maybe move it something like so. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And then we'll stick some sort of cap on the end here. Obviously, a protective aero shell that way. Where's the thing to click on? That one. Okay. It's not quite where I wanted it, but we'll take it. This way. Yes. To pull this out. All right, beautiful. Okay, that's good enough for me. Actually, that's good enough for me. It looks better. Staging looked a mess on the way out. I wonder why it is I flick my eyes over there as I hit go. Why not beforehand? Why not before? The number of times I hit, yeah, let's take this out into the game world, and then I see the bad. I don't know. Perhaps there's something to do with the human mind there. Okay, let's just bring these two down, and we're going to try and ignore all the other things on this. We're going to go to Ike. It's going to be like, no, you can't go here. How dare you? Okay, much better. Physics easing in process. All right, let's try and ease ourselves. We don't have control, do we? Arc clipping. I'm trying to remember where the actual override function for this is. It's actually somewhere in here. Enable comlink. It's one of these, right? I'm sure we'd figured it out somewhere in here. Oh well, I guess we'll just go and put a whole bunch of controls on it. We've done this before. It's fine. It's fine. You, and I mean, how many times do we copy it out? Oh, it's nearly ears. They're nearly ears. Let's do it. Let's make them work. Spin these around. I mean, they're so long though. I don't know whether we'll be able to squeeze them in appropriate placements. But we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna grab this. Grab this. Can you please grab the thing I want you to grab? There, and then press 3, and we bring them up just a little bit. Not quite. All right, let's get extreme. Let's turn them up like this. Let's go 2. Bring this down and in. Okay, that works for me. Is it going to be good enough to actually hold the connection? I sure do hope so. What has happened here? Look at this. We don't have this copied out. No, cross. Both of them. Why won't it work down here? What's up with this? Okay, it worked that. So, oh, I see. I put these extra control units on here, SAS units, and they didn't get copied out. Okay, I see. So there was some weird part clipping opportunities there. Did you see when I put this onto this tank, it appeared through that way? Okay, that's interesting. Interesting. Okay, so if this doesn't work, are we going to strap a Kerbal to the front of it, right? That's the only way that we're going to get over this particular communication issue. Okay. Can I please? I need a whole bunch of cheats in my life. Thank you. And this was... No, that was fine where it was. Oh no, minus 73, something like that. Okay, set that position. Oh no, it's a boulder. It's okay though. Okay, we've got control. This is good. This is good. Time warp is up for some reason. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, let's try and roll ourselves into a situation where we can actually feel like we're going to be taking off. Steering is off on those. Okay, cool. What's looking nice and smooth? I don't know. All of it's looking pretty jank, to be fair. Pretty jank. Okay, let's just kind of pull our nose up. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's get... Oh, I didn't... there we go. Edit those action groups, please. I did not put this... Okay, they're both on to toggle solar panel. Okay, cool. This should enable me now. I've lost control. There we go. This should enable me now to press 1, space, and Z. 1. Okay, there we go. Hitting all these bumps sure is interesting. Okay, can this keep up? No. No, it can't. Okay, revert to space plane hang. Maybe we try them up almost where these guys are, right? If we grab these here, maybe even attach them to the top of these. I've done this in the past where we've like this. That would work, I think. Maybe we'll sink them a little bit more into the actual superstructure here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that. And then we come to the action so that when we slam it into the ground too hard, we aren't actually hitting the solar panels. Okay, this is looking a little bit better. Incremental improvements, right? Back from eating macaroni. Wow, what a great life, man. What a great life. I honestly can't remember the last time I had anything like macaroni. Well, I mean, like macaroni, I've had pasta dishes, but not in such format. Okay, this is 10, set position. Probably not the best to just come straight back down where we were, but, you know, that's fine. We're going to go uphill this time. Why not? Try and stop me. I need to press T, thanks. Once this gets moving, it gets moving. Okay, brakes. This thing doesn't have brakes. Of course it doesn't have brakes. Go. Try and push our way back up the hill somehow. Not overly enthusiastic. Optimistic, that's the word. I am very enthusiastic, but not optimistic. We've got electric charge building up-ish. I've got a feeling... these coming online. Electric charge deprived. That's a shame. Especially as we seem to be building up speed, going backwards now. Are we just too heavy? Is that a thing? We might just be too heavy. That's cool. So does one of these basically provide the light for one engine? Is that what I'm being told here? I think that might be what I'm being told here. So we might need to reconsider what is acceptable. I don't know, the way it's not going up anymore. Are these like just not attached? Is that something that we're finding out here? Are they just not attached? That could be the case. Oh, this one's trying to come on. Okay, all right, fair enough. Maybe there is more going on here than I was giving it credit for. Ah, smash my solar panels through the rock again. Okay, is this actually going to pick up any forwards velocity at any point? That's my big question. We are slowing down constantly, and we're not on a nothing slope, so it is fighting the good fight, if you will. Let's try and turn over this way and see if the reduction in slope enables us to pick up a little bit more speed. The fact that we got 3 engines on the go, not 4, it's a little disappointing. Still building up power for the most part. Maybe try motorized landing gear. Yeah, I kind of just wanted this to go from this, but yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Motorized landing gear does sound pretty good. Another thing I want to do is basically be headed eastward so that we've got the maximum sun on our solar panels here. I'm constantly trying to stop this from tipping over. I've got to. I don't know how I can stress that enough. Like watch the roll that I'm like just keep on tapping to try and keep this upright. I don't know what would happen if I just let it go. Let's find out. Turns out nothing. Turns out I was just being completely over the top. All right, no, I feel bad. All right. Oh, the bounce. I mean, we are building up speed. Whether we're going to get... Oh, no, we're not. I was about to say, whether we're going to get orbital or not is another matter. But maybe if we had some sort of, like, proper runway that we could take advantage of, that would be good. But, okay, all right, this was a bad. Revert to space plane. Now, let's try... I'm wondering whether a fuel... So, like... The whole idea is to get as much fuel to orbit as possible, right? But maybe with a fuel cell, we'll be able to give the oomph that we need to not eat too much of the fuel. We'll try it. We'll try it. It might be a very bad idea. We'll go for the fuel cell array. We'll just have the one. It is just the one. Look weird. Okay, let's... see what happens with this. We'll have supplementary solar power. And if that fails, we'll just make a robot. I'm fairly sure for a lot of the low G places, we could build something that can throw stuff into it, especially Gilly. Oh, I'm fairly sure it would take more effort to keep things on Gilly than to let them leave. You know, we're gonna try Ike again. Okay, that's good. One. Don't flip out, please. Fuels. We've turned the fuel cell on. Gonna try desperately now not to break my solar panels. Okay, so far so good. How much are we eating through of the liquid fuel and oxidizer? Not much, actually, not much. All right, let's try it. I feel like my camera is a little bit weird, but we'll take it. Maybe we're going to get over the ridge of this, and then suddenly it's going to be a great big drop on the other side, and we can get up to some pretty serious velocities. That would be nice. That would be nice if we could just do that. We're going to find out. I've got a feeling it's going to be big drops on the other side. And the whole... you know what we're missing on this that I put on the other ones? Was the RCS to cushion our fule. Maybe that's something we want to try again on this. Just means that if we are jumping over the top of a ridge, as it looks like we're about to, we can... no, don't break my solar panels. We can bring ourselves down more gently. Please. Gentle. It's all over. It's a lot of parts. It's a lot of parts. All right, cool. Fair enough. All right, we're not doing it like that. Okay. I mean, is there a way? Let's like we can reduce mass, right? What's this? If we get rid of that, I'm gonna keep hold of this unit here. See this unit? I'm gonna keep hold of it. Oh, I also want to keep hold of this. We're gonna combine the two, and we're gonna do some magic with it. We're gonna try to anyway. We're gonna try to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Just get rid of it all. No, not you. I want to keep you. Okay, now one thing I noticed was this nose cone would... of course the nose cone won't attach because we took it off the other bit. Okay, so aerodynamics, small nose cone, here it is. Alright, cool. You see the way that it attaches like that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Radial. Let's just put as many of these around the outside as we can. Look at this, all of them. All of them? Yeah, all of them. We're going to go with that, okay? Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to delete that. And then we're going to select all of this, and we're going to put them on like... Ah, beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. Is it over the top? Maybe, maybe. The magic of rapid, unplanned disassembly. Hey, Ridley, how you doing? How are you doing? We're currently trying to figure out a way of taking this to orbit from Ike after, like... Hypothetically, let's say that it was a refuel mission, right? And you've got your refuel place on Ike. We're just saying Ike because it's kind of like the highest gravity of the low grav planets, moons, bodies, whatever you want to call them. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks so good. Let's not do that. And then you'll have a mission that you want to deliver it to up top. Hence that I have this up the docking port here. So hopefully what we're trying to figure out is a nice cheap way, hence the ion, of moving that stuff around. How about like this? Is that too much? That's far too much. About there? About there? That looks like it might destroy that. We can fix this. We can fix this. I'm gonna grab that, and we're gonna put it. No. Don't mind. Thank you very much. And we'll take as many as you got. And we'll try and put it so it's not crashing into the floor too much. My big worry is crashing into the floor. Okay, something like that. Ah, it's not quite straight. Oh. And it's never going to, is it? There used to be a mod that gave you lots of control over the different angles that you could use, like down to the ½ degree. You know what? I'm just going to take that. It's going to wind me up. I'm going to take it. I say that. I'm just not going to do it, guys. I'm going to keep fighting with it until I can get something that looks right. So I don't want it there. I want it... Ah, the solar panels are in the way. Move those forwards. There and there. Something like that. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, let's try and absolute grid it. It's about there, right? Is it me, or just does it seem like it's not on the same circle as this tank? It really doesn't feel like it's on the same circle as the tank. Let's try. What am I attaching to then? What is it attaching to? Anybody else seeing what I'm seeing here? Is it just me being a little bit weird? I mean, that's totally possible. Okay, let's try this. I think this is what we want. So we can fill up the xenon from the fuel from the mining depot. In fact, we can fill up everything here from the mining depot. We're gonna keep one solar panel just to keep the computer running. If I can get this right. Okay, there we go. Okay, this should now be a super reusable craft to you. With this many engines, it looks like something from Star Wars. Oh yeah, all about it. All about it. Maybe using mass drivers to launch stuff from Gilly into orbit, and then it will have a little bit... Ah, man, look at it. This is not the angle we want. This is not the angle we want at all. Why is this so far down? Revert to space plane. We'll bring it back up. We'll bring it back up a little bit. Gotta have the right angles here. I mean, it's either that or we bring that the front nose gear down. We're probably gonna do both. Probably gonna do both. I've got a fear we're gonna lose these bottom engines, and I don't want to lose these bottom engines. You know. Do we make it more ridiculous? I think we're going to make it more ridiculous. Are you guys down for a little bit of ridiculousness? I sure do hope so, because that's what we do here. Something like so. Okay, that looks better to me. Does that look better to you guys? Looks better to me. All right, let's give it a go. Oh, the hour and a half through a stream loading screens. Okay. 10, go. So the situation is we've just filled up this craft from mining, and we want to try and get it to whatever an appropriate orbit is for this guy to be sat in. Last time we tried ourselves some solar panels. Start that fuel cell. Oh no, it's going. Okay, give it some more, and then try and turn back. Okay, you got to know when to just lean into these things. You know, it's good enough for me. Even on full brake, we're still slipping. Okay, let's get this going. Turn the brakes off. Do we have the fuel cell going? We do, but this is too much power for the fuel cell. Would you believe? Look at the turn. Okay, so 3 engines to a fuel cell. So to me, this means we can throw another 2 on there, and it will do its business. Okay, revert. Wait, I've just noticed what's happening. It's a noisy one, right? When it goes wrong, it's like, nah, I'm just gonna explode into a billion pieces. I mean, maybe not quite a billion. How many rockets do you think would break down into a billion pieces? Revert to space plane. We'll bring down the number of ion engines and see if we can't. Bring down the number of ion engines by 1 and put up the number of fuel cells. Yeah, 1 billion pieces. Like, did the Saturn V have 1 billion parts? Is that a thing? Why won't this go on the middle line here? You know what I'm saying? Why are we fighting with this all the time? Is that straight? Where is exactly halfway between? Maybe that one. Why is your live stream being interrupted by ads? Oh, dude, maybe because I need to get paid. No, I don't know, mate. I don't know. The fact that it's interrupting you is quite bad. Normally, it's just a one on a load. Save it, launch it. Let's see what that does. Oh, I didn't put the extra fuel cell on. I just reduced the number of engines. I wanted to double the number of fuel cells, which means we're going to sit in the loading screen some more. Yay! Oh, so yeah, the only space flights that I know of this week have been Chinese ones, which unfortunately don't come with a whole lot of information. I know that 3 taikonauts went up to their space station, but I couldn't even give you many stats on the Tianhe. I don't know the name of the craft actually, to be honest with you. Which I should do. I should find out more. Oh, look at this. Okay, this is good. Can we actually put number 1? Just turn both of these on. Toggle cell. Alright, great. This should mean that we've got less startup time now. Yeah, I didn't know it interrupted live streams with ads. That's annoying. That's actually annoying. I'm all about the ads when coming in. But yeah, to actually like jump in and be like, hey, did you know? I don't know what advert did you get? What advert did you get? Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, back we go. It's always the same place. We should mix it up at some point. I'm just gonna press 1 now. We're just gonna start our fuel cells up. This should quite handily deal with the amount of power being drawn now. Hopefully, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. Okay, and we're gonna turn our brakes off. Okay, this is good. This is good. We would really like to go a little bit more east, but you know what? As it stands, it's not the worst. We could probably throttle down a little bit because I've just noticed we are not keeping our battery charge very well, but it's given us enough go to get going. Okay. Oh, there's a bit much. More SAS needed. Oh my gosh. And we're free. Okay, here we go. This is we're down a batch. We're down. Okay, let's pull it down a bit. Let's see if we can't get them all back online. Okay, this is good. All right, we're coming in for a hard landing, and it's fine. It's fine. Why would you not think so? Okay, coming down for another one again. Back wheels first, I suppose. What else are we gonna do? Oh, we hit a boulder. Well, that didn't work very well. Insurance adverts. Oh man, I apologise. Right, do you think we should have? Oh no, I only wanted to go to launch. We should have done an F5 when we got there. I was about to say, do you think this can go straight up? I don't know. Let's see. Man, insurance. That's really boring for my my thing. Where's the whitewater rafting? Where's the Starlink adverts? Where's the have you tried launching a CubeSat? Where's the go to this university? Like, what's going on? I suppose lots of explosions. They're like, yeah, are you aware that your stuff could explode as well? Let's go just 70. Let's try that. Minus 70. Let's see if it's any flatter. I doubt it. Minus 70. Okay, let's go this way. Why not? Aha, I've also noticed that my back wheels are trying to steer. That's not very stable. Let me tell you. Steering. Hey. Talking of not stable. Steering. Thanks. Can we turn into this? I said, can we? I say. Can we turn into it? Yeah. There we go. Great. Engines and go. There's no way this is gonna go bad, is it? Apart from instantly going bad. Okay, so no, we cannot push hard enough against Ike's gravity to be able to... Oh, we're slowing down. Does NASA have rocket? I think it does, actually. I do believe NASA has rocket insurance. I mean, I'm just going to tell it to radial up and see what happens here. Let's see if it can go. Yeah, I think actually NASA does have rocket insurance for a lot of things. If not actual NASA itself, then like the people with payloads, you know, like the universities that are trying to launch stuff. This was disappointing. Okay. So are we gonna have to admit that this is not working as we hoped it would? Is this actually a time to say that? I don't know. What's the smallest probe that we can get a meaningful amount of fuel on? I don't know. I don't think we can, actually, honestly. I think we need to work on that more. Don't save. Let's have a look. What can we do to make this better? Now, I was saying we need more SAS. You know, I'm just going to take this off the back of here. We're gonna figure out some more control options. So I was saying more SAS, so we're going to throw on some more SAS. But more than that, we definitely need a little bit more, just a little bit more power. Not a lot more. You know what? Big SAS wheel. Bam. Ooh. Can we push it to be part of the oh, look at that. Yeah, almost looks like it's a design feature. Almost, nearly. If we take this like so. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. And then I was talking about some monoprop, right? Just to be able to keep it keep itself off the surface when things are going really wrong. And the way I'm going to do that is get which ones are the larger ones? We got these guys here. I think it's already them. Oh, I'm sure I had another set. Oh, it was these ones, weren't they? Yeah, look at those. They're tiny. Right, we're not going to use those, but we are, however, going to place a whole bunch of these down the centre line here to keep it off the surface when we are trying to build some momenta. Something like that. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I don't know if that's level. I don't know if that isn't going to just spin us out. But I'll take it. It's a good start. It's a good start. And then I wanted to put one of these on the back here. Not one. What? Who wants one of anything? Like really push that in like so. All right, cool. That looks pretty cool, right? That looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's enough monoprop to do anything meaningful. Save it, launch it. Let's abandon Ike. It's a bit too difficult. I know, right? Let's go for... I mean, is Bop any better? Have you guys ever been to Bop? I don't think I've ever taken an actual mission to Bop before. Mainly because, like, seriously, who even flies to Jewel? Like, Jewel's a brilliant place to go to, but who flies there? Ooh. Almost everyone I know is like, yeah, I built all this stuff for Jewel. Like, yeah, what rocket launcher did you use? And like, what? No, I pressed this one. So let's go Jewel, lathe, valve, Bop. Bop. 5. There we go. Great. Said 5. What do you mean? Oh, because I got a 6 there. Look at that. Okay, are we about to bounce? No, we are in the darkness, though. Let's take that away. Is that any better? Yeah, that's better. Ooh, whoop. Hey there. Looks like it's a smoother landing zone, but we're even more limited probe control. Ah, man, no. Okay, let's go and have a look in the settings. It's somewhere in here. Turn the comm network off. Turn the comm net. No, are we not? Okay, fine. There was another thing we did here, right? Require signal for control. We turned that off. Okay, accept. All right, beautiful. That's how we cheat our way into having a perfect comm network, despite not having a perfect comm network. Okay, cool. Let's get a bit of a roll on the go. Where's my surface? There's my surface. All right, I like this. I like this. Let's have a quick look at Bop. This lovely little rock. Not quite as lumpy as Gilly, but I wouldn't call it smooth. Let's actually just go. 1. Okay, are we going to be able to build enough velocity to lift ourselves up? Look, if I do this, vertical speed is climbing slowly but surely. We're going to go via the surface method. Okay, great. And then we go just over here. I don't like the fact that when I've got 2 fuel shell cells running, it's still not good enough. Let's have a look at our power over here. Where's my power? Okay, that's now going enough in to out. Am I building more vertical speed? More vertical horizontal? Why did external tanks look like mystery goo containers? Because they only made so many models. Yeah, no, I don't know, actually. Actually, honestly, it's because when you take things to make them look aerodynamic, you've only got a few options, right? Do you go pointy or do you go blunt? Do you go for a cylinder or do you do something else? I mean, there's not much else to be going for there, is there? There's not much else to be going for. Power still draining. That's not great. That's not great. So this is me at maximum, or rather minimum, I suppose, amount of power drain. If I turn this way, we can also get more power drain or less power drain. We're just going to blow upwards until we've got more than 1 millimeters per second vertical speed. Oh man, did you see that? Did you see that? I wouldn't mind going eastwards, but you know that way lies away from the sun, and maybe we can get ourselves. I mean, look how not sunlit this area is. If I do this, still gaining speed in both directions. All right, this is cool. All right, we've got to remember how to orientate your ship. Okay, we're losing vertical speed there. Gaining vertical speed. All right, this should now slowly but surely take us to orbit. We've barely spent any xenon gas, which makes sense. We've barely spent any xenon gas. But what I'm really looking for is how much of the oxidizer and fuel we're going through whilst trying to take off. Because The whole idea of this craft is it's one to take hard-earned liquid materials, things that we've mined out the very rocks that we are working upon, and take it to orbit. I think we could probably come up with one with less personality that does the job better. But I don't know. I kind of like craft with personality. The fact that we didn't have to use the monoprop, that was a specific tweak we just made. The fact that we didn't need to use it, little disappointing. Let's have a look at our orbital trajectory right now. Look at that. We've got actual orbit underway. Well, I mean, I say actual orbit, actual orbital trajectory underway. The apoap's moving away from us. We just watched it go from 11 to 12 seconds. That's beautiful. It's all about temporal distance. 13 seconds. Great. All right. Is this going to actually boost its way up to orbit? I don't know. I'm gonna move my way up to 3 times the speed here. Oh my gosh. Hold me back, guys. Hold me back. We're still getting 42.042 electrics back per whatever unit this is. Who actually knows? One thing I do take note is we are just about going to miss the side of this craft here. I'm going to slow us down. Not craft, sorry. A bit of terrain. Slow us down just to try and bring us more in line with, there we go, the north-south there. I don't want to be turning more that way and slam into it. That would be most disappointing. Okay, I'm noticing that this not quite as sun exposed as it could be. If I turn this way, yeah, 60. This is nice. This is nice. What's this one up to? This is like 0.8. Okay. Can we bring this up more? When does this start going down? This is still 0.8. Oh, there we go. That's when it starts going down. So this is probably the maximal sun exposure we could possibly get. Moving at triple game speed. Okay, can we get some details about BOP? Is that a thing? Sphere of influence, BOP, situation suborbital. No, it doesn't look like we can actually get any information. That's a big shame. Big shame. Anything in here? KSpedia? Do you reckon they've given us anything about any of the planets? I don't think so. Construction locations. Celestial bodies. Joule. BOP. Does it not give us any of the... I don't know. If you look at Joule through a telescope, it's fuzzy. Is that because it's not very well rendered? That might be. Pole, also a very small body. I didn't think to check. Maybe the next one we will come and have a look at Pole. Okay, I think we can get more vertical speed than horizontal right now. Let's see if we can't. In fact, let's just do this. Let's point towards prograde if we can. Thank you very much. And let's see if we can't build up enough speed to keep us moving in the right direction. As it is right now, we're pointed over the top of the hill. That's good. Could you imagine if we weren't going over the top of the hill, but if in fact we were speeding towards the side of it? It's kind of slow though. It's kind of slow. I should have known when I was like low G plans. Low G means slow speeds, right? This is the thing. Current delta V is very low. Wow, I didn't realise quite how low that was. Probably because my craft is so large. Right, I'm going to hit stability assist, so I'm still pointing up a little bit more. I'm noticing how close we're getting to hitting that mountain there. There's another mountain further on that's going to be a little bit more difficult to avoid. Of course, with the apoapse speeding away from us like it is, I know that actually what's happening is we're getting into an orbital regime, which means at some point I need to nose up if we're going to go up and over stuff. Okay, that's pretty good. Electric charge is storing well. Okay, this is a long but decent flight profile. Are we about to lose our sight of the sun? I don't know. There's Joule again. Okay, this is nice. Waiting for apoapse. 7 meters away. You know what? We're going to bring ourselves down out of that particular speed, and we're going to warp over here. And it's like, no, you can't because you're too low down. I'm like, really? Okay, let's get up to 4 times speed. Whew. Okay, I'm loving the little sideways drift we've got going on here. We could probably align our solar panels just a little bit better. We're a little too far pointed to the right now. But that's good. Good enough anyway. Good enough. We're probably going to hit prograde any moment. But at these speeds, it could very well end up just like throwing me around. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna give it some oomph. Do you reckon I can give it enough oomph that we manage to not crash into the planet at any point? Something like that. Is that a full orbit? I feel like that's a full orbit. Still can't go 24 kilometers. Are you kidding me? 24 kilometers. We're not quite there yet. Not quite there. Just about to come up to 18 though. And once we get there, we will be able to push our way through. We're going up about 10 meters per second. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's try and orientate ourselves better to the solar panels. I'm not sure what would be the best way of going here. We've got 8. Oh, that's a 7. At some point, we're going to have to go through and figure out what like, do we want to have the sun directly down here, or do we want to have more direct power on one panel than the other? Do we actually get more like that, or do we get more by spreading it out equally? Who knows? Who knows? I actually have no idea. 19. I still want to go faster though. Still want to go faster. I wonder at what point it allows us to go full. Like, so it lets us go ×5 at 24. But what's the other space heights at that point? I actually don't know. I actually don't know. The other question is, does this have enough delta V to get us out of Bop's sphere of influence? I kind of hope so. Have we just gone past the apoapsis and I've not noticed? No, we pushed the apoapsis out. That's why. What I want to do here instead is to go radio in. Thank you very much. And now that we are high enough to not really worry about smashing into mountains, we can burn down, and that will bring our periaps up and our apoaps down. We're basically swapping efficiency for precision. Is that? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Let's go. Okay, so 21 kilometers here and 22 kilometers there. See how they're almost exactly equal because of the way we set that up? That's nice. That's cool. That's amazing. If I'm going to go pro-grade, I think I am going to... We're at periaps right now, right? Is there any reason not to try and leave? Is there any reason not to try and leave? I don't see it. Look at the inclination of Bop. Though, that said, we are at the right height right now to go. Let's go. I say the right height. The right orientation in my orbit. You can see that where this is coming through, but we're also diving down through the main line here. So that's pretty cool. I'm a little bit worried. Ooh, going over the pole. Let's look down at Bop's pole. Look, there it is, down there somewhere. Who knows if it's the top of the mountain? Who knows if this weird bit here? You'd expect it to be the top of the mountain for like to slow down thrust retrograde. Yes, to slow down you would thrust retrograde, but we are going to see if we can leave. Going to see if we can leave. It doesn't look like it, if I'm to be honest with you. I don't know. Let's come over here. So when I say over here, I'm looking at the wiki. I'm going to type in Bop, and we're going to see what the top range is. The sphere of influence. That's what I'm looking for. The sphere of influence. Does it tell me anywhere? Sphere of influence. 1 million meters is the quickest way to say it. 1 million meters. Oh, no, Cybertalk. I wasn't slowing down. I was pulling my periaps and my apoaps to be the same. I was swapping my apoaps height for my periaps altitude. Yeah. I wasn't slowing down. I was swapping. Hence why I didn't do retrograde. Yeah, I was trading the height of the apoaps to the thing. Hey, Jack Taylor, how you go? Thank you very much, saying it's cool. I think it's pretty cool. Oh, look, here we go. Sphere of influence left. Let's say no and sit. Oh, look, we get another encounter. I always love these second encounters. I don't know quite where it's going to put me. Let's. If we pull this in tight enough, we can get a severe. Change of... Oh, no, it's gone. It went the other way. All right, fair enough. Fine, be like that. Change of plane. No, I'm not the worst pilot ever. I know, it's shocking, right? It's shocking. Where am I going to leave? That's all the way down there. Let's do it. Add maneuver. 5 hours. 5 hours. Wow. Where are we going? We're going inwards. Always going inwards. Let's pull it down. Where are we going to encounter first? What is this one? Tyloo. Hello. No, not focus. I wanted to set as target. We should be able to, at some point, force an encounter. Oh, it's close. It's close. All right. How about next orbit? There we go. We'll go with... Oh, this is going to be a long time to wait, but we'll go with this one. Ha-ha! That's what we want. That's what we'll fine-tune this when we come to the next one. Are we ready to say goodbye to Bop and the Boppian system? I hope so, because I'm just about to hit go. Go! All right, we're away. We're going round, Jewel. Bye-bye! We got more things to do, though. Oh, we're looking at the wrong one. That's why. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, we'll come back to another orbit. This guy's going around, and now as it comes in, he's like, "Yeah, hi, we got a maneuver to do." He's like, "Yes, you've got a maneuver to do. 134 meters per second. We're going to start a burn in about a minute. We're going to be trying to look at this. Are these actually meeting up here? I think they are actually meeting up there. Can we not have it going across the top though? That would be great. Let's see if we can't change the orbit enough to bring it somewhat equatorial. Nope, that's. I mean, it's good, but it's not quite what we wanted. Oh, look at that! I'll take that one. We'll figure out what we're doing after that orbit. I mean, can we get the? Look how close that second meeting is. There. Did you see it? I saw it. There. I'm going to do that one. Oh, go! I'm actually got KSP the other day before yesterday. Nice. I'm probably the worst pilot ever since I can't reach Kerbal in orbit in the Kerbal X. Oh, my friend. I mean, are you aware that you need to go sideways? I find this is one of the problems most people have, is they think orbit is up. And, orbit is kind of up, but it's also sideways. The whole point is... so when you throw a ball, right? You throw a ball, and if you go directly sideways, it kind of drops down and hits the floor. Yeah? Well, could you imagine throwing the ball so fast that when it drops down, the curvature of the planet is also dropping down? That's what you're trying to do. I should actually put what's the word I'm looking for here? A tutorial together. I've been meaning to for forever. But there's people who do it better. I say that though. There were people that did it better, and now there's like me and Matt Lowndes still playing. There's a few people doing the real scale making history type stuff. But people who are just casually playing, we're a dying breed. Okay, I'm trying to keep my there we go. My electric charge up. Scott Manley is the man to watch. He can play Kerbal using his nonce. I mean, yes, but his thing's also like 6 years old now, something like that. Uses his nose. I mean, yeah, he also uses his head. All right. This is going to be quite the burn. Let's speed up time. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're going very fast. Or rather, we're letting time go very fast. We're exactly breaking even. Well, not exactly, but we were close to breaking even on the electricity there. We're running low on xenon, but that's fine. But how sideways? You turned sideways, but it was not enough. So, the way I think about it. So I take off straight away. I just go hit the space bar and let it fly upwards for a couple of meters. Not very far, just a little bit. And then I turn eastwards. It's not very helpful looking at this nav ball. Once we're done, I'll tell you. But I turn towards the east, which is over this way on the nav ball, by like 10 degrees. 10 degrees. And then when I hit something like 7 kilometers, I'll then turn to 45 degrees. And then I'll fly until my apoapsis is where I want to be. Then I'll turn my engine off. We went too far. Oh, still got time sped up, that's why. Okay, so I take off going upwards. Let's watch the nav ball for a bit. So I take off going upwards. I'm like, yay! I'm a rocket. I'm like, and then after a few seconds, I turn over to about here. I reach 100 meters per second, something like that, and then I try and turn over to here. Now this maneuver is a slow one. I'll go from a kilometer to about 10 kilometers in the air. And then from about 10 kilometers, I just leave it. I just let it go. Yeah, like Cyber Otaku, 45 at stratosphere, 90 after you get into space. Yeah, once your apoapsis is up high enough, I recommend 100 kilometers because that's just a nice, easy place to do it. You turn your engine off and you turn sideways. Should we go and do one? I mean, let's. We could just go and do a quick launch with the Kerbal X. Would that be good? Would that help you, mate? Would that help you? There's Space Center. Let's go do that. Let's go do that. This guy's going to be doing loops forever. It's technically end of stream, so let's just quickly talk you through a launch, and then we'll be good. Permit connectivity at a launch pad. Do I have? I turned them all off, didn't I? I turned them all off. Let's see if we can't just throw a quick craft together. I should just have a craft sat here waiting to go, right? Sub-assemblies. No, sub-assemblies. Oh, man. Well, no, it's sub-assemblies. That's no good. Junior mission part 2. All right, cool. This is going to be super, super, super over the top. But what I'm about to say here is applicable to all missions. Okay, go. Now, there's very, very exact ways to doing it, and there's ways where you're just like, aerodynamics are overrated. This is my way of doing it. Aerodynamics are overrated. More engines, more good. Get your way up there. If you find that your craft is flipping out a lot, you get up to like 330 meters per second, and then your craft just suddenly turns upside down. You need to put fins at the bottom. You see, I've got these down here. See these down here? I put these down here because this craft had a habit of flipping out. Okay, so there is some frames going on, but we're fine with that. 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay, so as I say, I'm just going upwards. I don't really care about much to begin with, up until about now, where I start turning over, and I'm just going slowly. If you turn it too much, you will rip your rocket apart. So what I try to do is keep this orange dot inside the yellow circle, and things are going to happen quickly with this craft because I put far too many engines on it. Far too many engines on it. Normally you then cruise at this speed for a little bit until you get to around 200-300 meters per second. If you've made a well-balanced rocket, and I don't always, but looks like this one might be, you can just hit prograde and it will fly itself up there. Oh, we're going through clouds. Sorry, many clouds. And literally this is it. Once you've got this, you are there. If you're still going upwards and you find yourself with, as you can see, my apoapsis is pretty high already, just cut the engine. Just cut it whenever you want. It doesn't always work because I've got solid fuel, solid boosters. When you like these things, they just keep going. But you can see 15 kilometers upwards. I feel like I'm a little too vertical still, so I'm going to try and bring it over. Going about a kilometer per second, something like that. I always like to point out a kilometer per second is quite fast, you know. Watching my G-force meter now, this generally isn't actually that important, but I will try and make sure my G-force meter keeps below 2 Gs. My solids are not helping here though. Get out of the way, solid rockets. Nobody wants you. And now, because my apoapsis is up at 85, I just let her cruise. I just let her cruise. Oh, sorry, let me turn off trajectories. You don't want this. My apoapsis is over 775 kilometers. Let's go up to the 100, like I said, was a good recommended. Okay, the reason that I say 100 is it gives you time. If you're going for a super, super efficient flight, I've done a few of those, you want the apoapsis to be like skimming the very top of the atmosphere. But if you're just trying to fly, just throw the apoapsis up as high as you can. Just get it out of there. You want as much hang time as you can to be able to make the circularization burn. So you end up with like you were throwing the ball, like I was saying earlier, you end up with this arc here, but you can already see that the arc of the planet is nearly the same as the arc of the ball, right? So you're trying to match the two. Oh, listen to those beautiful sounds of orbit. Okay, so once you hear those, that's normally my cue to get moving. I'm like, okay, fine, we're up in orbit. Let's try and move over. If you were smarter than me, you would have put some RCS on the front of your craft to help you turn. I don't always do that. Don't always need it, to be fair. All right, Cyber, catch you around, man. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. You find yourself being a little bit sluggish, feel free to fire up the engines. The engines provide all sorts of pivoting action. The thing to remember, mostly in Kerbal, is everything works by levers, right? So you've got engines and you've got fins, and they're both at the very end of the craft. They're both at the very end of the craft, because they're like levers. The bigger your lever, the more you can twist, right? And you've got your centre of mass somewhere here, so the further away they are, the bigger twist they give, right? Yeah, and you see now that I'm in orbit, I am sideways, not in orbit, but going for orbit. I'm just sideways. Like, I got up as high as I needed to go, and now I'm just like, please take me sideways. Apple Apps is running away from me. If you wanted to make a perfectly circular orbit, you would go to the Apple Apps. Right-click warp here, and point prograde. The closer you are to being directly on top of Apple Apps, the less you affect it, right? So if I was super on top of it, warp here, we would be able to change the orbit without changing the Apple Apps. 3, 2, 1, about there. You see how it's barely moving, but my periapse is now moving a lot? That's another top tip right there. Alright, and with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time when we're going to do some more shenanigans. Whatever you fancy doing, I'm up for it. If not, I will come up with my own ideas. But I will see you then when we're going to do that. Bye!